Alrighty, folks. So how's it going? Man, it's gonna be a busy day here today. So here in Las Vegas, they're gonna have their first preseason game. That's the Raiders, that is, against the Seattle Seahawks. Man, this is gonna be like a big ceremony. They're gonna have people performing like halftime and all that. I think Santana. That's gonna be like a great outing, I think. The first game ever here in that new stadium called the Legion Stadium. I made a video like that. You can check that out on my Street Rat channel. Street Rat 702. That's capital STREETRAT 702. Alright, so I kind of balance this Pro True channel with some other stuff that maybe tourism and other things or whatever. Okay, commentary about some of the events that goes on here in Las Vegas. You know, just some wholesome entertainment. But anyway, look, let me get right into it. So I want to talk about this guy that used to be on Saturday Night Live by the name of Horatio Sanz. Okay, and this guy then got caught up with some underage girl or whatever, or at the time, okay, that like sexual misconduct, okay, or alleged sexual misconduct. And I thought I'd do a little research on that. Okay, I've heard a few commentaries. So he met this girl around 2001, and she was supposed to have been like 15 or 16 at the time, and I think he was dealing with this girl for like a year. Okay, and I don't see where it's necessarily sexually assault if you've been dealing with somebody for a year, unless they say no and he went and attacked her anyway. Okay, then yes, that could be rape or whatever. Okay, but other than that, that he had invited her to parties. Some about, I guess he invited her to his room. They were drinking and doing other, well, acts that may be considered lewd or whatever, maybe things like fellatio and masturbation and that type of stuff. Okay, behind closed doors. Now there was a statement about something like he was following her at a party or something to that effect. There was supposed to have been alcohol there, probably drugs, probably meth and all that. Okay, and they had met up in 2019, and they talked, and I guess, you know, the guy I guess had told her, hey, you know, I'm a different person now and all that. So this woman now is like, I think like 35 or 36. At the time when he met her, let's see, he was 31 back then, so now he's like 51. Okay, this woman is seeking $7.5 million in damages, okay, for something alleged. Number one, here's just what I think about this issue, whatever, okay. You reap what you stole, I think, but this is alleged. Now, he was supposed to have been making jokes about Bill Cosby, or Saturday Night Live supposed to be making skits or whatever about this man, R. Kelly and all that. Now he's done got caught up, okay, allegedly. Let's see here. Number two, this woman's supposed to, I guess, lied of her age, because I got some inside information that she was of age, and then she's not. And then number three, you know what I think? I think this is a ploy. They want to use this man's name all of a sudden, okay, to make it look like they ain't discriminating against like Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. All right, because a lot of them guys were doing that stuff. Okay, allegedly, what's it? Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey. There's like a laundry list of these guys doing that. And I made a video like that before about a lot of these industry parties where they invite underage girls, okay, children to these parties, all right, for their little pansexual rituals. There's like drugs, quaaludes, all kinds of stuff there, cocaine, and then like 20 years later, it's a problem. So, but, and then I want to say it's probably the parents' fault for allowing this stuff to happen. So it's a combination of things. It's a combination of things. How could Mr. Sanz deal with somebody for like a year and didn't even know? All right, I would think that if he had found out and he knew, okay, yeah, he was messing with this woman and found out, if he would have done the right thing, he would have cut that off immediately. Okay, but he kept doing it, and I don't think that she's the only one. I probably think that, again, she was young and irresponsible. Her parents were in on it, probably. Okay, it was all like, yeah, you know, if you can get a career, then yeah, you know. A lot of parents have put their kids through that, okay, with these older men or whatever to start, and even boys, okay, to start out with, to get into quote unquote quote the craft, okay, and not monitoring, okay, the way that they're being treated. These guys, they promise them the world, get what they want out of them, and then they get dumped. All right, so I just think many of these kids that end up, they get prepped, but they're handpicked to go to get inside the entertainment world. Okay, and these are the rituals that you have to go through. Now, what, 20 years later, probably when the statute of limitations is over now, after the fact, now, you know, it's a problem. Okay, because she probably done hit a wall. This woman hit a wall, and now she's going after this man's pocket, pockets. So, and then again, I just think kind of what goes around comes around. You know, you do reap what you sow, because messing around with these underage girls and all that, it will turn around and haunt you in some shape, form, shape, and fashion. Again, I do think the media is pretty much posterizing this man, all right, to make it look like, you know, kind of to balance things out, all right, between him and R. Kelly or whatever, okay, make it look like it's racial, and they'll probably deal with that differently. Of course, you know by now that white and black, all right, is dealt with differently. Latinos, okay. I probably don't see this man doing any time, okay. There's probably not enough evidence. I mean, unless she came out pregnant or whatever. But I believe there's probably going to be some under the table, what is it, like agreement, confidential agreement that's going to be made, that, you know, she may get some money or whatever, all right, that it's going to be probably mediated and sealed or whatever, just to keep her mouth shut, and then it goes away. Okay, so I just think this is a distraction, media hype over something that happened, what 20 years ago, and basically this woman was pushing 40 and is butthurt. Okay, I mean, in the end of the day, that's what this pretty much is about. Okay, like women like her, okay, scorn, feminists or whatever, okay, that they're not as attractive as they used to be. Now that they're pushing 40, they're not getting the attention from men, all right, so they do stuff like this, all right, try to get at men for stuff that they did, what, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, just to get attention, just so they can get paid. All right, but at the same time, though, hey, be careful about how you treat others. All right, that's my opinion on this thing. Okay, of course, you know this is going to be dealt with different. Because why? Because people that look like me, we're behind enemy lines. Okay, this is not our rest, and we're at the bottom. Okay, so we're at the forefront there, brothers. I mean, all men really, but you know, especially people look like me. So things that you have to do, you have to do twice as hard, twice as great. You got to be twice as condescending. All right, that's enough talk. Peace.